BTFC won, Dulwich won, probably the only person on the channel that ain't shivering because we're odd, Chris Murdock. Chris, what did you make of the performance today?
I thought it was a decent performance in the first half. I thought Jake Howes was our stand-up performer in the first half, along with Ricky Howes. Also Dan Waldron putting a good... I thought our midfield looked pretty strong in the first half. It didn't look like we had to defend much. They had one little spell of a couple of minutes that went well just before we scored. Once we scored, we looked like we were the only team in it. We had a second goal disallowed for some reason. I don't know. It looked like it went straight in to me, but the official deemed it offside. At the same time, I don't think the referee was the best official we've seen here recently. Underneath his black top, he's probably got some sort of Dulwich Hamlet tattoo. But I thought he was really, really bad today, the referee and his linesman. So, but at the same time, their attacking probably earned them a point in the second half. So I can't really complain. I'm just glad we didn't lose, really.
When you look at, I said to Mark, when you look at the Dulwich side, they do have still that Bostic league about them where they are quite a physical team, and we needed to manage that physicality a bit more in the second half. I felt
in the second half we managed it. We had to manage it in the second half. Again, we rode our luck at the end. We could have lost, we could have won. It was one of them ones. With all the needle. A fair result was probably 1-1, but we're sort of lacking something up front. Yeah. I think we're doing quite well in defence.
Tell you what, we're lacking up front, Jake Robinson.
We're definitely lacking Jake Robinson up front. But again, it's one of them games where you really want to win, but it's not like it's a 6-pointer. They're not jumping ahead of us in the league, are they? We've both got extremely different seasons. We're trying to win. They're probably trying to stay and consolidate their place in this league. So fair play to them. They took the point. The goalkeeper took a lot of stick at the end. He gave us a thumbs up, didn't he? So fair play to him at the end. It's just all sort of banter on the pitch. So what can you say? I wish you would have won, but I'm glad we didn't lose.
It's one of them. It's a typical Ricky versus Dulwich game. They're always tight, and it's also a typical National League South game where the team at the top are at home, the side that are scraping for points are at bottom, and it just ends up in a draw. Yeah,
it happens like that a lot. Not just in this league. It happens in every league. Premiership. You often do see the underdogs come through and do take an unexpected result in the end. But I think looking at it. Everyone will be happy with the result. With the way the match went, I think everyone's just sort of not acclimatised to the Arctic conditions that we're suffering today. But we're not. It's not a Dartford game all over. So it's just one of those ones. We're doing well in the cups. We were top of the league, and if we're not top of the league now, we're only not top on goal difference. So. Like I said, we've got a different season to them. We're trying to win the league. They're trying to stay up. I think at the end of the day they'll go back and they'll look at it and reflect. We lost a couple of players. There's no point looking at what could have been because it's happened now. The final whistle's gone. We got a point and end off.
The only frustrating thing for me is I said to Mark, we're creating so many chances, but we're not tucking them away. And when you're Dean Brennan, you can't really argue with how we're developing the chances, but we're just not taking them. There's one with Emmanuel Moses, it's straight in front of him. You've got to take that and put it in the back of the net. Yeah,
Moses looks like he's the sort of player where he doesn't need time. He's a bit like Danny Welbeck, where if you give someone like that too much time, they'll probably. They might fluff it up. Where if you get less time, you've got no time to think about it. You score. So I think Moses is the sort of player that will pounce straight onto something and go rather than have to think about it and then think what's going to happen. I think he's better just like with no time. He's better like that. So there you go.
And now I can pin you because he's straight in front of you. What do you think of Dean Brennan as a manager?
Well, he said he likes a 1-0, but we didn't get that today, did we? But it's probably a fair result in the way the game's been played. At the end of the day, you can't win every game. There's no need to people start being negative in any way, shape or form. So, we've drawn, we haven't lost, we're still right up there at the top. I I think we could have won, and like I said before, we could have lost. But sometimes I think the officials that are officiating this game are watching a different game. But you want your team to win, they want their team to win. So, there you go.
Alright, see you later, mate.
End of interview.